racing fans, welcome to racing action from Flamboro Downs for this Thursday evening. Our first race will go to post in approximately 15 minutes. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. No changes in race number 1. In race number 2, number 5, Barstow Bell, the driver will be Paul McKenzie. Paul McKenzie drives Barstow Bell in the second. In race number 3, number 4, Give Me Carrots is adding blinkers. Race 3, number 4, Give Me Carrots adding blinkers. In race 4, number 6, Southwind Bayou, blinkers to blind brattle. That's blinkers to blind brattle. Races 5 through 8 have no changes. No changes, races 5 through 8. And race 9, number 2, Big Diamond, Steel to Aluminum Shoes up front. That is race 9, 2, Big Diamond, Steel to Aluminum Shoes up front. Once again, no changes, race 1. And in the second race, Paul McKenzie is going to drive the 5. On parade for race one Wildcat Delight brought me down for Ron McDonald and Blue Shoe Investments. Number 2, 'Cause I'm Special. Jay Harris for Shane Barrington and Rick Breyer. Number 3 is Duchesne Austin Sorry for Anthony Beaton and Lisa Lafort. And number 4, Exotic Dragon, Eddie Hensley for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders and Travis and Ron Cullen. 5 is Premier Delight, Jeffrey Hunt drives and trains and owns. Number 6, Shoot the Whiskey, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Paul Sanders and JJJ Stables. And number 7, Can't Get You Out of My Mind, Travis Henry for Gary Murner and Mike Flynn. Field of 7. Race number 1. Well, fans, let's look at some of the main players in this dash. I want to start with a look at number 4, Exotic Dragon. I'm shocked that Exotic Dragon's 9-1 on the board. And Exotic Dragon is one that last raced here in the preferred class and was third to Gia Surreal, beaten just a length and a half. Exotic Dragon, Eddie Hensley driving for Jody Cullen. This is one also that, beat up a class 2 levels down 2 races ago. So Exotic Dragon drops it down a step, but above the level of that victory 2 starts ago. Exotic Dragon, I just thought that last race was really impressive. This is one with a lot of back class. Has 10 wins this year in 29 starts. The Exotic Dragon and Eddie Hensley 8-1 on the board. Number 5, Premier Delight, is one that I think has a much better chance in here than you might think. This is one that I remember from the past. Now, was south of the border for a while, but Premier Delight, last time out here, was right with Exotic Dragon at the finish, a length and a half behind Gia Surreal. So Exotic Dragon and Premier Delight kind of finished together, and that was definitely a strong field with Gia Surreal in Major League. Premier Delight off that last race, first start back in Ontario, now a second start here for Jeffrey Hunt. Premier Delight, 12-1, I think is a real deep sleeper in here. Number 2, 'Cause I'm Special, is one that was second beaten a nose in this class last time out and parked every step of the way and still was there at the finish. It was a hugely impressive effort. It was a special effort. 'Cause I'm Special, Jay Harris for Shane Barrington, 9-2 on the board. Okay, we got to get this number 6, Shoot the Whiskey, because Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen, one that's dropping in from Mohawk, and you do see some pretty solid speed on this one. One that's made 84,037 starts this year, and Shoot the Whiskey, stablemate to Exotic Dragon. And Shoot the Whiskey is the one that's getting all the attention on the board at 7-5. Now, the last 2 times we saw this one here, winner, but that was below this class, and then has been okay at Mohawk, although one of those starts didn't work out well, but the other 2 were a second and a third in non-winners of about 4,500 last 5. Shoot the Whiskey and Travis Cullen definitely compares really well in here. I just think 3-2 is too low, and now Exotic Dragon is dropping down and is 3-1. It's a field of 7, race number 1, going to post shortly. Exotic Dragon, my top choice. It's a field of 7 for race number 1. They're turning into the stretch drive. Field of 7 for race number 1 is at the start of the off. Exotic Dragon, Shoot the Whiskey, Wildcat Delight and Duchesne, and then Cause I'm Special, Premier Delight and Can't Get You Out of My Mind. And the field works on around the turn. Exotic Dragon has got the lead, and now on the outside, stablemate Shoot the Whiskey wants to shoot up and take the front. Wildcat Delight is racing third. Shoot the Whiskey is going to take over, and Exotic Dragon is second, and Wildcat Delight is third. Then racing fourth, that is Duchesne as the field races on to the opening quarter. Further back, Premier Delight, Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Shoot the Whiskey, 4 to 5 on the boards, got the lead. Advantage is a couple of lengths right now. Exotic Dragon races in the pocket, and Wildcat Delight is third. Then Duchesne, Cause I'm Special, Premier Delight, and Can't Get You Out of My Mind. 27 and 3 opening quarter. And Shoot the Whiskey at 4 to 5 has the lead over stablemate Exotic Dragon. Wildcat Delight is third. Duchesne, Cause I'm Special now, is going to work up first over in front of Premier Delight, and then Can't Get You Out of My Mind of a half of 56 and 2 and a 27 and 3 opening quarter. It is Shoot the Whiskey who leads it there, about to enter the backstretch. Shoot the Whiskey, Exotic Dragon, Wildcat Delight. Cause I'm Special to the outside, and then following Cause I'm Special is Premier Delight. Trailing pair Duchesne to the inside, and Can't Get You On My Mind is on the outside, and it is Shoot the Whiskey leading Exotic Dragon by about 2 1/4. Wildcat Delight is third. Cause I'm Special, Premier Delight is out 3 wide off the back of Cause I'm Special. Duchesne on the inside and Can't Get You Out of My Mind. And Shoot the Whiskey is leading by about 3 1/2 over Exotic Dragon and Wildcat Delight. And then Cause I'm Special, it is Shoot the Whiskey cruising, and the stretch drive is going to take this one. Wildcat Delight grabs second, Exotic Dragon third, and Cause I'm Special fourth. 153 flat. Shoot the Whiskey. Coming back into the Grimsby Chrysler winner's circle is number 6, Shoot the Whiskey. Travis Cullen, the winning drive. 5-year-old Shadow Play Brown Mare, owned by Paul Sanders, JJJ Stables, and Travis shares in ownership. Jody Cullen, the trainer. It is the 9th win on the year, 27th lifetime, Shoot the Whiskey. The first race payouts, number 6, Shoot the Whiskey. Well, I thought they were up. The first race payout, 6, Shoot the Whiskey, 370, 280, 220. 1, Wildcat Delight, 370, 244. Exotic Dragon, 280. $2 exact, 1170. Dollar tries 16.70. Dollar super 50. 55. First race order finish from the tops at 2473.516. That's 2473.516 on the bottom. For the second race on parade, one, Stay True, Travis Henry for Vern Cochran and Edward Gork. Number 2, Something Royal, Austin Surrey for Cameron McQueen and Paige Van Deel Peepers. 3 is My Maserati, Jay Harris for Frank Mancini and Tess Waxman and Carmelo Shime. And 4 is Wifey Said So, Travis got it for Jody Cullen and Keith Hanna and Ron Cullen. 5 is Barstow Bell. It's Paul McKenzie for Stephen Helks and Harry Heinfeld. Number 7 is Alamo Seals to Eddie Hensley for Robert Reed and Dana Lloyd. And number 6 is Runaway Heiress. It is Sammy Filia for Gary Bishop and Courtney Bishop. It's a field of 7 for the second race. Let's get a look at this field. Paul McKenzie drives 5, Barstow Bell. Start with number 3, My Maserati, was 1-2 on the board. Now, look, the last race didn't go well at Mohawk in a pop-up series final, but you do see this one racing at Mohawk 2 starts ago in a pop-up series, 53 and 4. Decently competitive mile, and in this bottom class, you don't have to have a lot of form to be a contender. In fact, look a little further down the page. September 5th, you see a second, then a win at Grand River before that in 55 and 1. My Maserati in this spot, despite not having a strong record on the year, I think fits extremely well at this level. That's why 3-5 on the board. Number 2, Something Royal. Well, a 10-time winner on the year that has kind of fallen off the last couple starts, but definitely could be dangerous. And Something Royal, Austin Sorry, Cameron McQueen. Cameron's having a huge year, so Something Royal is one that's, well, could be doing something in here. 7-1 would be an enticing price on one that has 10 wins on the year. And the most recent win, though, was back in July. But you only have to go back into August to see this one racing reasonably well. And Something Royal, 7-1. I like that price. Number 4, Wifey Said So, is 7-2 and is one that raced a little bit better last race. 2 starts ago wasn't good at all, but didn't get off the gate well. Wasn't able to be a factor. Wifey Said So. You go about 4 races back, you see this one racing in this class, second beaten ahead. That was the last time this one raced at this level. Then raced one level above this and didn't fare well, so Wifey Said So coming back down. Now, the record on the year has been light, but Travis Cullen, Jody Cullen, you got to respect the horses that come out of Jody Cullen's barn. Travis does a great job driving. Wifey Said So is 7-2 on the board, a contender in here. Number 1, Stay True, is one that's been a fringe player of late, but last time battled hard and did finish a competitive third. So from the inside, Stay True, Travis Henry, Vern Cochran. Travis is having a great year, and Vern has a really solid win percentage on the year at about 19%. Stay True, 5-2. It truly is a contender in this spot as well. Field of 7, race number 2, going to post shortly. Leads rolling for race number 2. Field of 7 taking up their positions. Field for the second race is at the start, and they're off. Wifey Said So, Stay True, Something Royal, My Maserati, Runaway Heiress, and then it is back to Barstow Bell and Alamo Sealster. Stay True leads on into the backstretch. Wifey Said So second, Something Royal is third. My Maserati mid-pack fourth, then Runaway Heiress and Barstow Bell and Alamo Sealster. And the field works their way on onto the opening quarter, and it is Stay True who's got the lead for Travis Henry. Stay True has a lead of a length and a half. Wifey Said So is racing position second. Something Royal is third. My Maserati is on the outside fourth, and then Runaway Heiress and back to Barstow Bell and Alamo Sealster. Stay True stays on the lead. Advantage over Wifey Said So is a length and a half. Now here comes My Maserati, and he's working up first over. Something Royal's fourth to the inside. Runaway Heiress is second over fifth and getting closer. Barstow Bell second last. Alamo Sealster is on the outside. 58 halftime, and they work their way into the backstretch, and Stay True leads it. Advantage right now is about 2.25. Wifey Said So, My Maserati, and fourth is Something Royal. Then Runaway Heiress and Alamo Sealster and Barstow Bell. It's still Stay True who leads, and My Maserati's been out a while and isn't advancing right now. Wifey Said So's getting a nice trip. My Maserati third is stalled on the inside. Something Royal to the outside. Alamo Sealster, then Barstow Bell and Runaway Heiress, and it is Stay True who's got the lead. Advantage about 2.5, and Wifey Said So is second. Something Royal and Alamo Sealster, and then Runaway Heiress in the field turns for home, and it is Stay True on down the stretch. Drive they come. Stay True. Wifey Said So up the inside. Stay True is trying to stay on the lead. Is bearing out badly at the finish and slowing, and it's going to be Wifey Said So and Runaway Heiress in a photo. Mile of 1:58 and 1. On the board, we have a 4-6-1-2 top four. There's Wifey Said So. Travis Cullen with the driving double. Wifey Said So is a 4-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay mare. Keith Hanna, Ron Cullen, along with Travis Cullen. Jody Cullen, the trainer. First win on the year for Wifey Said So. The second race payouts for Wifey Said So. 790, 460, and 320. Number 6, Runaway Heiress, 1180, and 650, and one Stay True, $2.50. $2 exactor, 69, $70 try, 119, $20 super, 377.60. Double of 6 and 4, 1180. Second race order finish from the top is at 3471625. That's 3471625 on the bottom. for the third is on parade. One fast resolution semi-filia for Jacob Roberts. And number 2, Built to Last, Paul McKenzie drives and trains and owns. Number 3 is Gone Madigan, Austin Sorry for Mitchell Tierney and Shirley Symes. And 4, Give Me Carrots, Steve Houdon for Phil Houdon and Jen Lucier. Number 5, Missy's Magic Man, Jason Ryan for Ron Corbett. Number 6, Handsome Hank, Jay Harris for Caitlin Graham. And number 7, Shady Magic Moon, Travis Henry for Jason Ryan and William Beecham and Gavin Christie. Field of 7 for race number 3. Note that 4, Give Me Carrots, adding blinkers. And let's look at this field and start with number 6, Handsome Hank. Handsome Hank is one that missed a bit of time due to sickness and then had a start here October the 5th. And it was a solid outing, finishing third. So now Handsome Hank has been a decent earner this year and sent up a Caitlin Graham. Jay Harris driving. I think Handsome Hank, despite post 6, because that last race was post 1, I think Handsome Hank in this class does compare pretty nicely. Drops a level. Was in the nominators of 4 last race and now comes into this claiming handicap. I just think Handsome Hank, this is an excellent spot for him. And if you look at the horses that he was in against last time, this is a much better spot. Handsome Hank certainly could have a chance to have his way with this field. 1 to 5 on the board. Others to look at, number 5, Missy's Magic Man. Well, Missy's Magic Man really rebounded nicely here last race. That was a huge effort, a winning effort, and blasted the front and just kept on trucking. Missy's Magic Man now moves up a level, but should have confidence from that win. Jason Ryan's got a 300-plus training average, and his driving has been pretty solid this year as well. Missy's Magic Man and Jason Ryan offers... is now 4 to 5 on the board, so I misread the board. Missy's Magic Man's 4 to 5. Handsome Hank is currently 4 to 1. My top choice. Missy's Magic Man is 4 to 5. Number 1, Fast Resolution is one right now that gets the inside post. Didn't enjoy post 8 last time out. Fast Resolution off of a second 2 races ago in a class below this one. Or actually in this class, the purses have changed, pardon me. Fast Resolution is one that probably should fare pretty well, bouncing right back because you see consistently decent form in this class before that last race. So Fast Resolution getting back down on the inside. Semi-Filion, Jacob Roberts, good connections. I expect a big bounce back performance, 7 to 2. And number 2, Built to Last. Well, Built to Last is one that the recent form just isn't great at all, but Built to Last, one that was good last year. I'm not sure what's happened with Built to Last, but gets a better post position, and maybe Built to Last can be one that could get onto the bottom of the ticket. But the first 3 that we mentioned, I think, deserve all of the attention here, the 5, 6, and the 1. I do see the JD Magic Moon, 3 to 1 on the board, is getting a lot of love, and stable mate to Missy's Magic Man. Travis Henry driving for Jason Ryan. JD's Magic Moon outside post position, but did finish second at London last race in a bottom level condition. JD Magic Moon 7 to 2. Field of 7, race number 3, going to post shortly. My top pick is number 6, Handsome Hank at 5 to 1. The starting gate is rolling for race number 3. It's Fast Resolution with Built to Last on the inside. In the center, Gone Madigan, Give Me Carrots, Missy's Magic Man. To the outside, Handsome Hank, JD Magic Moon. It's a field of 7 for the third. There at the start of the rough end, Give Me Carrots, Missy's Magic Man, Build to Last, Fast Resolution, then Gone Madigan and Handsome Hang, and trailing JD Magic Moon. Off stride, Give Me Carrots, and now it is Missy's Magic Man who's going to steer up and grab the lead. Fast Resolution second, Built to Last is racing third, Handsome Hank is fourth, then it's Gone Madigan and JD Magic Moon, and Give Me Carrots is now trailing the field. They race on to the opening quarter. Missy's Magic Man has the front right now for Jason Ryan. 29-4 opening quarter. Missy's Magic Man is 2-5 on the board. Fast Resolution is second. Then Built to Last third. And Handsome Hank is racing in the middle of the pack, position to fourth. Then it is back to Gone Madigan. JD Magic Moon, Give Me Carrots, and off the turn they come, and they work their way up towards us, and Missy's Magic Man has the lead. Fast Resolution, and now driving on the outside is Handsome Hank. Handsome Hank is coming on down, first up, and on the inside, Built to Last is racing fourth. Then it is Gone Madigan who's moved out. Half is 101 and 1. Good second panel breather for Missy's Magic Man. Is going to have to deal with Handsome Hank now. Fast Resolution's racing third. Then Built to Last and Gone Madigan and Give Me Carrots and JD Magic Moon. And it is Missy's Magic Man and Handsome Hank. They're dueling. Missy's Magic Man, the 2-5 favorite. Handsome Hank at 6-1. From the backfield, JD Magic Moon now is kicked in. Fast Resolution for now is holding on to third. JD Magic Moon is racing on the outside fourth and Built to Last. And then it is Give Me Carrots and Gone Madigan. Handsome Hank is trying to get the better of Missy's Magic Man, who's hanging tough, but Handsome Hank as they come on down the stretch drive. Missy's Magic Man, Handsome Hank, Fast Resolution up the inside, and out wide JD Magic Moon. JD Magic Moon sweeps the field and wins it. Handsome Hank was second, Missy's Magic Man, and Fast Resolution 2 minutes and 3/5. JD Magic Moon. There's JD Magic Moon, Travis Henry. The winning drive for Jason Ryan, JD Magic Moon, Saforio Donato, Hanover Bay Gelding. 7th win this year for JD Magic Moon. 11th lifetime. 7-6-5-1, the top four. The third race payouts 7, JD Magic Moon, 1240, 490, and 290. Number 6, Handsome Hank, 660 and 350 and 5. Missy's Magic Man, 230, $2 exactor, 73.60. Dollar Tribe, 86.10. Dollar Super, 265.20. The third race, order of finish from the top down, is 4, 7 place 6, 6 place 5, 5 place 7 for an extended break, then 3, 2, 1. Once again from the top down, 4, 6, 5, 7, 3, 2, 1 on the bottom. Field on parade for the fourth one. Cove Beach, Daryl Thiessen for Chris Hill. 2 is Marzank Hanover, Austin Sorry for Kyle Bostons and Daryl Newbigging. 3 is Maple Isaac Waxman for Tess Waxman and Michelle Hart and John Allaire. 4 Blossom on the Beach, Travis Henry for Cameron McQueen. 5 is Red Dirt Hotshot, Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts and Russell Ellis. 6 Southwind Bayou, Scott Culliver, Gerard Demers and Francois Morin. 7 Majestic Virgin, Sammy Filio for Amanda Riley. Field of 7, race number 4, Fillies and Mares, 8,000, claiming purse of 4,800. Let's look at this field. And, well, how about a look at number 4, Blossom on the Beach, and one that's got a lot of back class, 240,000 lifetime, 13 wins on the year. Was in this class last time out and was second to Marzank Hanover, who's, well, drawn inside of Blossom on the Beach. So why wouldn't I go with Marzank Hanover? But, you know, Blossom on the Beach has so much back class and racing for Cameron McQueen, and also a little bit better post position for this start. I just think Blossom on the Beach could maybe turn the tables on the one that beat her last time out. Also did win here 2 races ago. Blossom on the Beach is currently 2-1 on the board. Number 2, Marzank Hanover has gate speed, starts inside of Blossom on the Beach, and just might grab another win. Was really strong here last time out, blasted out 27-4 opening quarter, and showed no signs of giving up at any time throughout the mile. Marzank Hanover, Austin Tor for Kyle Bostons, right now at 5-1 might be worth just a price to say, I think maybe she could double up. Number 7, Majestic Virgin, well, also is one that's won 13 times this year, and also is dropping in class, and raced pretty competitively last time out to a better one, Compass Rose de Vie, that would be a heavy favorite in here. Majestic Virgin, it's an outside post, but this is one that has a ton of back class, 316,000 lifetime. Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley. Huge connections. Amanda's got a 380 training average this year, and Sammy Filia has got a 300 plus driving average. So Majestic Virgin has to be a serious consideration here. The 2 13-time winners this year are both now favored at 2-1. And at number 3, Maple is one that raced competitively last race and in a class above this one to finish 4th. And Maple drops back down a bit. Isaac Waxman for Tess Waxman. Maple is currently 7-2 on the board. lines. Note in this fourth race, we're going to have a late scratch of number 5, Red Dirt Hot Shot. Race 4, scratch 5, Red Dirt Hot Shot. Gate is rolling for race number 4. On the inside, Cove Beach with Mars and Canover. In the center, Maple, Blossom on the Beach. Into the outside, Southwind Bayou and Majestic Virgin. The field for race number 4. Gathering speed. In the stretch, here they come. And they're at the start on the rough, and Blossom of the Beach and Majestic Virgin, Maple, and on the inside, Cove Beach. Blossom on the Beach is able to Blossom right out and grab the lead. Majestic Virgin, though, now is going to drive on. And Majestic Virgin leads a length and a quarter, length and a half, and now gets to the front. In front of Blossom on the Beach, and then Cove Beach racing third. Mars and Canterbury fourth. Then it is Maple and Southwind Bayou. Majestic Virgin leads on past the opening quarter, but now Blossom on the Beach wants to reclaim the front and is going to do so. Majestic Virgin is second, and Cove Beach on the inside. There goes Mars and Canterbury now, quickly moving first over. Maple follows to the outside, as does Southwind Bayou, and they race off the turn, 27 and 4 opening quarter. And on the field comes up towards us, and Blossom of the Beach is on top with Mars and Canterbury racing second. Majestic Virgin third. Now Marchand Canterbury is going to try to clear Blossom of the Beach before the turn. 58 halftime, 30 and 1 second panel breather. And it is Blossom of the Beach for now, holding off Mars and Canterbury. And they are separated by about a half a length. And on the inside third, Majestic Virgin. Enjoying watching those two up top go after it. Maple is racing fourth, and then Cove Beach and Southwind Bayou. Blossom on the Beach. Mars and Canterbury from the backfield. Southwind Bayou now is moving by horses and is coming on quickly, 3 wide, and has come on to take over second is Mars and Canterbury. Now retreats, and on the inside third, Majestic Virgin. Mars and Canterbury fourth, and then Cove Beach and Maple, and it is Blossom of the Beach, Southwind Bayou. Blossom of the Beach and Southwind Bayou as they come on down the stretch drive, and Blossom on the Beach on down the stretch drive they come. Blossom on the Beach will not let Southwind Bayou get by, and up the inside, Majestic Virgin. Blossom on the Beach was in full bloom tonight and wins it. Southwind Bayou, Majestic Virgin, and Cove Beach won 57 and 2. Coming back in front of us into the Grimsby Chrysler Winner's Circle, number 4, Blossom on the Beach. 8-year-old Sunshine Beach Bay mare. Travis Henry, the winning driver. Cameron McQueen, the trainer and owner. 14th win on the year. Blossom on the Beach. Victorious, 157 and 2. Fourth race payouts for Blossom on the Beach, 570, $4 260. Six Southwind Bayou, 673.80. Seven Majestic Virgin, 220. $2 Exactor, 23.80. Dollar Try, 64.30. Dollar Super, 186.40. And the dollar pick three, 98.70. Fourth race, order finish from the top down. 4, 5, 6, 1, scratch, 2, 3. That's 4, 5, 6, 1, scratch, 2, 3. One is Shady Memories, Travis Henry for Gerard Demers and J.R. Merbois. Number two is DG's Magic Moment, Wayne McLean for Beverly Bryce. Three is Chocolate for Lunch, Scott Cole for Jason Woodward and Steve Dial. Four is Million Angels, Jason Ryan drives and trains and owns. Five is Tierra Dancer, Travis Cullen for Les Posen. Number six is Lisa's All In, Jay Harris for Courtney Robson. And number seven, Dream of Jeannie, Daryl Thiessen for David Ahern and Tyson Ahern. Eight is Handbag of Cheesy's, Colin Kelly for Randy Ertl and Corey Guthrie. And nine, PJ Dina, Austin Sorry for Joe Pereira and James Berry. Well, fans, the fifth race, my pick of the night. And you know, I've been having way too many chalk horses in the pick of the night. So I decided we're not doing that here. DG's Magic Moment is 19 to 1 on the board, so not all that chalky. And is one that's been racing reasonably well in this class. The last three starts, a fourth, a third, and a fifth with broken equipment. It does have gate speed, and DG's Magic Moment set up by Wayne McLean. I just think this is a good spot for DG's Magic Moment overall. The one that's getting all the attention has the trailer post, has to work out a trip from the trailer post, and certainly is one that on form you could go to, but I don't think the gap between those two is anywhere near what the tote board suggests. And DG's Magic Moment is one also that won here September the 12th. Now, that was below this class. And note that DG's Magic Moment is getting to drop one level, so there's a gap in between the level that DG's Magic Moment has been racing at and that level, the September 12th win. I think DG's Magic Moment from this post position has a pretty solid shot, and 8 to 1 is my pick of the night. Number 9, PJ Dina, at 3 to 5 on the board. Austin Sorey, Joe Pereira, solid connections, and PJ Dina has made almost $1,000 a start this year. And in this class, that's a really good comparison. If you look down at this field and look at all of the others as we scan through them, that is the highest earnings per start of this field in this class. PJ Dina does have to work out the trailer post, but certainly is one that shows enough recent form. Was third in this class, compares really well in here. Not a lot of form in this class, and PJ Dina 4 to 5. Couple of others. Number 4, Million Angels, and Million Angels made a break in stride last time out. Now drops a level 4 they start. Of course, we'll need to stay flat, but you see some form going back 3 and 4 races ago. Then missed a bunch of time. This will be the third start back after missing time. Million Angels, Jason Ryan driving and training. And Jason is one that's put up some pretty solid numbers on the training and driving side this year. Million Angels 12 to 1. And one more is number 1, Shady Memories, down on the inside. And, well, Shady Memories, only a fifth last time out, but that was post 7. Now gets back to the inside. This is one that was able to recover and finish fourth after a break in this class September the 22nd. If Shady Memories stays flat on the inside, Travis Henry driving, and Travis is having a great year and having a good night. And Shady Memories 3 to 1 is a contender in here. My top choice, though, is to DG's Magic Moment, still sitting at 7 to 1. is rolling for race number 5. It's a field of 9 taking up their positions as they roll towards the top of the stretch. Here they come. Field for the 5th race is at the start of the round. DG's Magic Moment, Million Angels, and then Dream of Genie and Handbag of Cheesies and Lisa's All In. Then it is back to Shady Memories and PJ Dina. Then further back is Chocolate for Lunch and Tierra Dancer. Dream of Genie was able to come on and take the front. DG's Magic Moments racing second. Million Angels is third as they roll their way on past that opening quarter. And then racing position fourth, Handbag of Cheesies. The field is spread out a bit. Lisa's All In is fifth, and PJ Dean is sixth, and then Shady Memories and back to Chocolate for Lunch. And trailing the field is Tierra's Dancer, but Dream of Genie at 35 to 1 leads, and DG's Magic Moment is racing second. Million Angels is third as they work their way off the turn, and Handbag of Cheesies is now going to pop to the outside, and it is Dream of Genie. Now here comes Handbag of Cheesies, and DG's Magic Moments on the inside in the pocket in front of Million Angels. PJ Dina is working to the outside, then Lisa's All In, and back to Chocolate for Lunch and Shady Memories and Tierra Dancer. Dream of Genie's got the lead. Dream of Genie on the inside now gives way to Handbag of Cheesies. Handbag of Cheesies now has come on to get the front. Handbag of Cheesies at 13 to 1. DG's Magic Moment now wheeled out to go around Dream of Genie, who is relenting and is on the inside third. Then coming Million Angels and Chocolate for Lunch and PJ Dina. Then it is Tierra Dancer. Handbag of Cheesies, DG's Magic Moment. Handbag of Cheesies looks sharp and leads as they turn for home. Handbag of Cheesies, DG's Magic Moment, and Dream of Genie's down in the safety lane. Handbag of Cheesies has got this one. Then for second, Chocolate for Lunch and DG's Magic Moment and Tierra Dancer. 157 and 3. Handbag of Cheesies. There is a look at the winner of the fifth. Colin Kelly driving Handbag of Cheesies to victory. A 4-year-old Better Than Cheddar Bay mare. Owned by Corey Guthrie and Randy Ertl. Randy's also the trainer. It's the 6th win this year. 11th lifetime. Handbag of Cheesies. 157 and 3. The fifth race payouts 8 handbag of cheesies, 28.30, 12.70, 5.70. 3 chocolate for lunch, 7.90 and 4.30, and 2 DG's Magic Moment, 4.40. High five carryover, 3,483.87. $2 exactor, 179.60. Dollar try, $481. Dollar pick five, 2,490.50. The 20-cent pick five was 498.10. The fifth race order of finish from the top is a 532-847-9BE16. Broken equipment on Dream of Genie. That is 532-847-916. Field for the sixth on parade one, Waiting on a Woman. Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen. Number two is EL Citadel. Jason Ryan for Tim Jacobson and James Edward Lewis. Number three is Sheila's Rush. Sammy Filia for Kenny Oliver and Milton Young. Four is Sweet Lovin'. Colin Kelly for Tom Riley and Vincenzo Strangis. Five is Compass Rose de V. Austin Story for Jacob Roberts and Steve Adams. Number six is Whole Lotta Luck. Daryl Thiessen for Jeff Graham and David Graw. And number seven is Cool Cute Cookie. Jay Harris for Dwayne Marfisi and Royce Broxton and Harb Singh Dillon, Daryl Kaplan and Green and Gold Limited. Field of seven for race number six. Let's get a look at some of the main players in this dash. And number one, Waiting on a Woman. Waiting on a Woman is one that's dropping a level, gets the inside post, sent up by Jody Cullen. Already has had a couple of winners on the evening. And Waiting on a Woman is one that really should enjoy being in this class. Certainly overall, this is one that jumps out to me on the page, and yet is 3-1 on the board, but I just think this is a good spot for her to drop down and get rolling. And it does have 4 wins on the year. Waiting on a Woman. Number 4, Sweet Loving, is the 2-1 favorite, and look, is moving up off of a pretty dominant looking win. Battled on the outside, drove on, and one going away, and has 17 top 2 finishes in 34 starts on the year. Is sent up at Tom Riley, and Tom's put up some big numbers this year. Colin Kelly driving. Sweet Loving, you definitely could love this one in here. Is 2-1 on the board. I went for one that might offer a price, although I didn't think I'd be able to get 4-1, and that probably won't. Probably will come down a bit, but Sweet Loving 2-1, slight favorite. 5 Compass Rose de V is also one that you got to consider in here. 2 wins in the past 3 starts, and also is one that beat the class above this one here, September the 19th. And Compass Rose de V is one that can leave very well, likely to blast out. Austin Story for Jacob Roberts, but also can race effectively from off the pace, so pretty handy. Compass Rose de V is one that really does fit nicely in here. 3-1 on the board, is getting a lot of attention. And number 2, EL Citadel, gets a better post position and drops in class. And EL Citadel is one that, well, you got to look at in here as well, because 2 races ago, in with the likes of Exotic Dragon and Carson's Gouda, was beaten only a length and a half, and they would stand out in this spot. EL Citadel, last time out, did not fare as well, but an outside post. Now gets post position 2. Jason Ryan driving for Tim Jacobson. EL Citadel 7-2. Fans have gone to 5 Compass Rose de V, 9-5, but I'm on one Waiting on a Woman at 2-1. Gate is rolling for race number 6. Waiting on a woman, Yale Citadel on the inside. In the center, Sheila's Rush, Sweet Loving, and Compass Rose to be to the outside. Whole Lot of Luck and Cool Cute Cookie. It's a field of 7 for race number 6. They're in the stretch drive. Here they come. And the field for the 6th race is at the start of the rough. And Compass Rose to be Yale Citadel, Waiting on a Woman, Sweet Loving, Sheila's Brush, then Cool Cute Cookie. And Whole Lot of Luck is trailing the field. Yale Citadel and Jason Ryan with the lead. Compass Rose to be is going to take back now and find the pocket. Waiting on a Woman is racing third and is currently 5 lengths from the front. Then position fourth is Sweet Loving. And back further is Sheila's Brush, the trailing pair. Cool Cute Cookie and Whole Lot of Luck and Yale Citadel. 6-5 on the boards. Got the front right now. 27-2 is the opening quarter. Compass Rose to be second. Waiting on a Woman is positioned to third and is only 3 from the lead now. Then it is back to Sweet Lovin' and Sheila's Brush into the outside. Cool Cute Cookie and Whole Lot of Luck is trailing the field and they race off the turn. Yale Citadel leads for Jason Ryan. Advantages a length and a half. Now here comes Waiting on a Woman and popped up from third and is not waiting any longer, is coming first over. Compass Rose to be Sweet Lovin' on the back of Waiting on a Woman. 57-2 halftime. 30-second second panel breather for Yale Citadel. Waiting on a Woman on the outside is alongside Compass Rose to be. That pair is both a length and 3/4 from the front. Sweet Loving is moving up second over fourth. Sheila's Brush fifth of the inside. Cool Cute Cookie in front of Whole Lot of Luck, the trailer. Yale Citadel still the front. Waiting on a Woman is a length and a half back and might have flattened out a little bit on the inside. Compass Rose to V and Sweet Lovin'. Yale Citadel Waiting on a Woman is now digging in and trying to come on a little closer and is now a length and a quarter back on the inside. Compass Rose to be 3/4, 125-4. Yale Citadel Waiting on a Woman up the inside is Compass Rose to be Yale Citadel. Yale Citadel's your winner. Compass Rose to be Waiting on a Woman and Sweet Loving. 155-2. Back into the Grimsby Chrysler winner's circle. Number 2, Yale Citadel. Jason Ryan, the winning driver for trainer. Tim Jacobson, the owner is James Edward Lewis. Yale Citadel, 15th win lifetime. 4th this year, 8-year-old Big Jim Brown mare. Mile of 155-2. The sixth race payouts to EL Citadel. 470, 280, 245. Compass Rose to be 290, 261. Waiting on a woman, 240. $2 exactor, 1440. Dollar try, 1610. Dollar super, 3520. And the win for 404, 820.80. Sixth race order finish on the top, 3-1-6-4-2-7-5. That's 3-1-6-4-2-7-5. field for the 7th on parade. One Night Terror, Travis Henry for Francis Gomet and Nicholas Susi. Number 2 is Rock and Roll Shadow, Jason Ryan for Jacob Roberts and Brittany Smeltzer. And number 3, Dance Machine, Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley. 4 is Military Man, Travis Cullen for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen. And 5, Mighty Monk, Colin Kelly for Jeff Durham. And number 6, Maintenance Man, Austin Story for Cameron McQueen. Field of 6, race number 7. Let's get a look at the players in this 7th race, or at least the ones that I think are the main players. We'll start with number 3, Dance Machine, coming in off of back-to-back runner-up finishes in this class and has 7 wins in the year. Is sent up by Amanda Riley, who's got some large numbers this year. Sammy Filion is the driver. Sammy's also got some strong driving numbers. Dance Machine, off of those knocking on the door runner-up finishes, should break through here. It was racing really well. You only see one difficult outing, and that was a trailer post start here 3 races ago. But other than that, looking all the way down the page, the last 8 starts, all of them solid. And Dance Machine is currently 2-1 on the board as a co-favorite with number 4, Military Man. Number 6, Maintenance Man, is one that, was kind of hipping and hopping through the post spray, but now appears to be smoothened out. And Maintenance Man is one that last raced at the end of the meet at Grand River. Didn't have a very good race there, but you do see this one racing in 53 flat at Mohawk to start before it. Now, problem is the race went in 150 and 2, so definitely too tough there. Maintenance Man's made 54,000 plus this year in 33 starts and took a mark of 51 and 2 at Mohawk, and is sent up by Cameron McQueen, Austin Surrey driving. So there's a lot of positives. Maintenance Man is one that, could get things turned back around right here. Fits well in this spot. Maintenance Man 5-1. Number 4, Military Man. First start for Jody Cullen, and Military Man is one that had been racing south of the border and has 7 wins on the year. He's made some decent money this year. We'll see what Military Man does for Jody Cullen, but boy, Jody often gets these horses turned around in a hurry and rolling, because the last start south of the border was not great. But Military Man and Travis Cullen, 9-5 favorite. You do see some good speed as you look on down the page. Military Man, the favorite. And one more is number 5, Mighty Mock, Colin Kelly for Jeff Durham. One that is coming in off of a second place finish here, and that was one level below this one. Mighty Mock, that was the first start after missing a bit of time due to sickness, missing one start due to sickness. But the thing with Mighty Mock is racing consistently well, but only 1 win in 20 starts on the year, 14 out of 20 in the top 3, and a run of, at least 7 consecutive in the top 3. Mighty Mock, second start after that sickness, and Mighty Mock is 4-1. Also one that definitely has to be a consideration in here. Finished up the mile really well. Good back half last time out here. Mighty Mock, 4-1. I'm on number 3, Dance Machine and Sammy Filia for Amanda Riley. 9-5, slight favorite. is rolling for the seventh. Night Terror, Rock and Roll Shadow on the inside. Dance Machine, Military Man. In the center to the outside, Muddy Mock and Maintenance Man. It's a field of six. It's race number 7. And the field for the 7th race, gathering speed, approaching the start. They're at the start of the rough. Mighty Mock, Night Terror on the inside. Rock and Roll Shadow, Military Man, Dance Machine, Maintenance Man is back trailing the field, and they work their way on into the backstretch, and Night Terror has the lead right now. Rock and Roll Shadow is currently rocking second. Mighty Mock gets to the pylons third. In front of Military Man, Dance Machine, and Maintenance Man is trailing. They race their way up to the opening quarter. Night Terror, 7-2 on the board, has the front. 27-1 opening quarter. Rock and Roll Shadow at 25-1 is racing position second right now, and third in line is Mighty Mock. And then it's Military Man. Dance Machine has moved out and is going to get the cover of Military Man, and Maintenance Man is on the inside. Night Terror, Travis Henry with the front. Rock and Roll Shadow is racing position second, and Military Man is marching on the outside now and giving cover to Dance Machine, who's moving up on the back of Military Man. Rock and Roll Shadow is still in the pocket, 57-3 halftime, 30-2 second panel. Mighty Mock is fifth at the inside. Maintenance Man is on the outside, sixth. 3 to the inside, 3 to the outside. Night Terror on down the back stretch, still leads at a length and a half. And Military Man is trying to march a little closer. Dance Machine now is going to waltz off cover and get out 3 wide. Night Terror. Dance Machine is digging on the outside, and it is Night Terror, Dance Machine. Military Man is still coming forward. They're punching up. Maintenance Man is out 3 wide and is racing fourth. Is now Dance Machine has got the lead, and Maintenance Man on the outside 3 wide is taking over second. Military Man, Night Terror, Mighty Mock, and back to Rock and Roll Shadow on down the stretch. Where they come. Dance Machine is dancing away on the field. Dance Machine is dancing alone at the finish, and who's going to win it? Then it is Mighty Mock and Maintenance Man and Military Man. Dance Machine, 155-4. Back in front of us into the Grimsby Chrysler Winners Circle, it's number 3 Dance Machine. Sammy Fillion, the winning driver. 7-year-old Royal Majesty Bay gelding, owned and trained by Amanda Riley. 8th win this year. Dance Machine victorious for a 16th time lifetime and 8th this year. 155-4. Seventh race. Payouts 3 dance machine 580, 210, 220. 5 Mighty Mock 330, 280. 6 Maintenance Man 260. $2 exactor 1760. Dollar try 58. $55 super 166.70. Seventh race order finish from the top 6-5-1-4-2-3. That's 6-5-1-4-2-3. field for the 8th race on parade. 1, Dally Delight, semi-fill for J.C. Woodward and Arlene McIntyre. Number 2, Dangerous Curves, Jason Rod for Rod 1 of McCann Stables. And number 3 is Broken, Todd Ratchford for Mary Ratchford. 4 is Clodum by Emma, J. Harris for Guy Caratien. 5 is Darlin Delectra, Scotty Kohler from Mike Ellis. Number 6, Dell Diggity, Travis Cullen for Clifford McGuire and Nancy McGuire. And number 7 was Sega Austin Teray for Les Posen. Field of 7, race number 8. Let's look at this field. And, well, I think we got to start with number 6, Dell Diggity. One that has been really good this year. Has 12 wins in 26 starts. Has made 61,000 plus in 26 outings. So Dell Diggity, who comes in from a couple of starts at Mohawk, won at Mohawk just 2 races ago in 53-3. And overall, this is one that I've seen different times this year. Just a really, really solid season for Dell Diggity, and sent up by Clifford McGuire. And Clifford's got some strong numbers. Dell Diggity is currently 3-5 on the board, and well, it has to deal with post position 6, but just the form that this one brings into this class here, I think has to be considered the one to beat, and is so. 3-5. Number 5, Darlin Delectra, right now has been racing consistently well, and if you look at the season on total, 11 top 2 finishes in 20 starts, one that was consistent last year as well. Darlin Delectra really bringing in some solid form. And Darlin Delectra, Scotty Kohler for Mike Ellis, 2-1 is my second choice, and the clear second choice by quite a bit on the tote board. After those two, it looks pretty wide open. It did go to Clodum by Emma as my third one, 7-1 on the board, and that's where the tote board right now looks at the third one. Just well, it was for a second. And look, you do see some good form at Kawartha before the last two here, a 7th and then a 4th last time was a bit better. But Clodum by Emma does have a bit of back class, and maybe could race back to that form that this one was at Kawartha, was racing well for a handful of starts before coming here in September. Clodum by Emma, Jay Harris for Guy Caratien, is on the board at 7-1. And number 2, Dangerous Curves, was good at Grand River 2 races ago, finishing second. Then last race here just didn't go all that well. But Dangerous Curves gets a better post position and does have some gate speed. One that blasted to the front here September the 19th and raced well until very late into the mile. Dangerous Curves, 9-1. But right now, number 6, Dell Diggity, the 3-5 betting favorite. The field for race number 8, taking up their positions. Dally Delight, Dangerous Curves on the inside. In the center, Broken, Colombama, Darlin Electra. On the outside, Del Diggity and Wiseka, field of 7 for the 8th race. Field for the 8th race is at the start of the rough. Colombama is going to leave with Dangerous Curves and Dally Delay. Del Diggity right now is racing fourth, and then it is Broken and Darlin Electra, and Wiseka is trailing the field. Colombama, Jay Harris made the early lead. Dangerous Curves is second, Dally Delay third, and Del Diggity is fourth in front of Broken. Then it is Darlin Electra, and back to Wiseka trailing the field. They work their way on up to the opening quarter and past the quarter with Clodambam at 5-1 on top, 28-1 opening quarter. Lead is a couple of lengths over Dangerous Curves, and racing position third, Dally Delay. Del Diggity, the heavy, the even money favorite now, has moved out, and it is Clodambam who's got the lead and filling the pocket. Dangerous Curves now, Del Diggity is moving on the outside first over and is third, about 3 1/4 off the lead. Dally Delight is racing fourth. Then a gap of 2 or 3. Broken fifth. Trailing pair, Darlin Electra and Wiseka, 57-4 halftime, and Clodambama still has the lead. Del Diggity on the outside is working hard to come on first up, but is still third, and now is moving up and is taking over second. Del Diggity is bearing down on Clodambama. Dangerous Curves is third, then Dally Delight and Darlin Electra, and now taking the lead is Del Diggity, and grabbing it from Clodambama. Dangerous Curves is third, Darlin Electra 3 wide, fourth and closing crown. Dally Delight is fifth as Del Diggity takes them by 3/4, and it is Del Diggity by about 2 1/4. Dangerous Curve second, Darlin Electra third. Clodambama's racing fourth, then Dally Delight and Wiseka and Broken. Del Diggity on down the stretch. Round they come. Del Diggity has got this one sewn up and is going to win it and take it by about 5 lengths over Dangerous Curves. Then Darlin Electra and Dally Delight. 156-2. Back in front of us, the winner of race number 8, back in the Grimsby Chrysler winner's circle, Del Diggity, Travis Cullen, the winning driver. Del Diggity's a 6-year-old So Surreal Bay mare, owned by Nancy McGuire, trained by Clifford McGuire. 13th win for Del Diggity, 156-2. And the 8th race pounced. Number 6, Del Diggity. Travis Cullen with the driving hat trick and paying $4 to 60 to 10. Two Dangerous Curve, 380, 280, and 5. Darlin Delectra, 220. $2 Exactor, 1230. Dollar Try, 1305. Dollar Super, 55.50. Eighth race, so we're finished from the top down, is a 4267315. That's 4267315 on the bottom. for race 9 on parade. One is worth repeating. Austin Sorry for Duncan Gillis. Number 2, Big Diamond. Travis Henry for Robert Kyle Fellows and Leila and Kevin and Brian Ladner. Number 3 is Century Kiss Me. Semi-failure for Ben Wallace and Wallace Stanbridge and Terry Crowick. Number 5, Pink G. Daryl Thiessen for Chris Hill. Number 6, Black to Reality. Jason Ryan for Paul Reed and Nora Parks and James Grant. Number 4 is Nasty Reputation. Mark McDonnell for Gary Rive and Ashley and Matthew Rive Bohanna. Number 7, All Smoke and Mirrors. Colin Kelly for James Wellwood and Jeffrey Wellwood. Number 8 is Shemar's Lady Havoc. Jay Harris for Sheila Lewis. And 9 is Nora D. Scott Calder for Matt Dupuy and 8th Line Investments. Field of 9, race number 9. 2 Big Diamond changing shoes, steel to aluminum shoes up front. To get a look at this field for the 9th race. We're going to start with number 2, Big Diamond. And Big Diamond is one that gave a big effort here last time out in this class. Made the front from post 7. Now, that effort from post 7 to make the lead just took a little bit out of Big Diamond. A couple got by, but still a strong effort. Third beaten 2 1/4. And off of that last race now, and post position 2, the shoe change. Travis Henry having a big year. This one set up a Robert Kyle Fellows, who's also put up strong numbers. Big Diamond 3 5 on the board. Clearly the one to beat. 9 Nora D, 7 2 on the board. One that's won 7 out of 28 this year, and it has to deal with the trailer post that might not work out well. You do see this one taking a mark of 53 2 at Grand River this year. Nora D overall is one that has some decent ability. Nora D, still from the trailer post, but Scott Calder for Matt Dupuy is getting love 9 2 and is right now the second choice. Others to look at in here. Number 7, All Smoke and Mirrors, beat this class last time out, but problem is post position 7. It was a solid effort, and it came on the heels of a good third, also at Grand River, the start before it. So good recent form, 6 wins on the year. Colin Kelly for James Wellwood. All Smoke and Mirrors is 5 1 and is the third choice on the tote board. And number 4, Nasty Reputation, has had some good moments of late and beat this class here early in September from off the pace, and also was third in this class just 2 races ago from way off the pace, was 9th even at 3/4 and circled out 3 wide and came on to be finishing third, beaten a length and a quarter. Nasty Reputation is 21 1, my fourth choice in here, but all eyes are on 2 Big Diamond, 1 5. Gate is rolling for the ninth, worth repeating in Big Diamond and Century Kiss Me on the inside. In the center, Nasty Reputation and Pink G. To the outside, Black to Reality, All Smoke and Mirrors, and Shimar's Lady Havoc. And the second tier, Nora T. And worth repeating, went off stride, and it is Big Diamond blasting out Black to Reality, Century Kiss Me, and then Nasty Reputation and Nora D on the inside. But the early lead, Big Diamond blasting out to get a lead of about 2.25 right now. Century Kiss Me second, Black to Reality is racing position to third, and Nora D from the trailer post got out to race fourth as they worked their way onto the opening quarter. Nasty Reputation in front of the sixth one, it was Pink G, and then it is Black to Reality, All Smoke and Mirrors, and worth repeating after that opening break in stride. And they worked their way on past that opening quarter in 28-3, and Big Diamond is leading. Big Diamond, Century Kiss Me is 5 lengths back, racing second. Black to Reality is third. Nora D position fourth. Nasty Reputation is working fifth, and then Pink G and All Smoke and Mirrors and Shimar's Lady Havoc, and worth repeating. And they worked their way on past the half, 57-3 at 29 second panel, and it is Big Diamond who's on fire right now. Big Diamond leads it by about 4 or 5, and Century Kiss Me unable to close the gap just yet, and now is starting to close it up. Is about 3.5 lengths back, and then went off stride. And now it is Nora D who's taken over second. Nora D is trying to call her Big Diamond. Big Diamond, Nora D. Nasty Reputation. Then Black to Reality. And All Smoke and Mirrors. 3/4 in 127. And Nasty Reputation. 3 wide is coming on. Nasty Reputation. All Smoke and Mirrors follows Nasty Reputation. On the inside is Big Diamond trying to repel the challenge, but on the outside now, Nasty Reputation is taken over. All Smoke and Mirrors is closing. Nasty Reputation, All Smoke and Mirrors. All Smoke and Mirrors comes on to win. Nasty Reputation. Then Black to Reality and Big Diamond. 156-4. Coming back in front of us near the Grimsby Chrysler Winter Circle, Colin Kelly with All Smoke and Mirrors. 3-year-old better than Cheddar Bay filly, owned by Jeffrey Wellwood, trained by James Wellwood. 7th win of the year, and it is the 8th win lifetime for All Smoke and Mirrors. 156-4. Ninth race, payout 7, all smoke and mirrors. 910, 580, 350, 4 nasty reputation. 820, 496, black to reality, 810. $2 exactor, 110.90. Dollar try, 407.20. $2 double of 13.70. Dollar pick 3, 32.25. Dollar pick 4, 77.80. Dollar high 5, $8,804.80. 20-cent high 5 was $1,760. Ninth race, or her finish from the top, 849 273 165. That's 849 273 165 on the bottom. And the claim of 7 all smoke and mirrors, the new trainer, Carmen Osiello. Well, fans, that concludes the live harness racing program for this Thursday evening. Our next live racing event is Saturday, first dash, 6:35 p.m. Buenas noches, amigos. Good night, everybody. Good night, Shannon.